Just basically open the door and look inside. Now, these are all put on by Civil War reenactors. That means it's a hobby. One of the greatest hobbies in the world to be in. Because you make some great friends and you learn a lot of stuff. If you don't learn something when you come out to one of these things, even if you're a participant, you're losing it. So this is an idea. Come out, you learn by doing. Now, we got the artillery lined up here. This is the rebel artillery. This is the federal artillery. For those who've been out here this morning, you saw them in action. Now the red markers, those are the safety zones for the artillery. Over there you can just faintly see them along the line. That's the no-go place for infantry or cavalry. You don't go there if those guns are loaded. So those guns can knock you down. They also, with the rifles, if I fire a rifle at this crowd here, I can set somebody on fire. They're black powder rifles. They put out a 3-foot flame at night. So every now and then we'll fire it at night just to show the guys what the safety zone is. Pistols, they have a range of about, real live, about from here to either one of these stands.
Hi there, guys. We're sitting right there. We're sitting right there.
Distance, a live distance. Armies can shoot approximately 200 yards. A rifle can cover maybe 800 yards if everything works right. Artillery pieces generally are capable of firing a mile. Depending on the style, maybe a mile and a quarter. The trouble is, the average guy can't see no further than a mile. So you don't know where that shot's going. It's going down there somewhere, disappearing, and produces a bunch of smoke, and you hope you hit something. Now, artillery fires 4 different rounds. They fire a solid shot, that's to knock something down, knock a hole in something, gun emplacement, hits gun emplacement, it hits a building, it goes through it. A bunch of guys lined up and knock it all down. Then they have the shell that explodes overhead. That's giving you shrapnel. It comes out and bothers the daylights on you. Then they have another shell with powder. They hit the artillery pieces. They'll explode. Now all the shells that are explosive have a fuse in it. The fuse is set so many seconds. So it's up to the sergeant in charge of the gun to make sure those fuses are set exactly right so they explode where he figures they should. Each gun is commanded by a sergeant. He has a crew of 4 men working the gun itself. He has 4 more men bringing the ammunition forward. Each gun is composed of 1 gun and a limber. That little trailer behind, that's the limber. That makes up 1 gun team. That's 6 horses pulling the limber and cannon. Another 6 horses are pulling another limber and a caisson. That's a double box trailer with your spare tire on it. That makes up a gun section. So you end up with about 16 men per gun section. Now with field artillery, all the men march behind the gun. Horse artillery, everybody's mounted. That's with the cavalry. So the guns will stay with the cavalry. These guns are set up just about right. There are 4 big ones. That's the way you set 4 of your guns. You'd have 2 more just spread out there. And that would be a 6-gun battery. That's a standard for both sides. They use the same equipment because they're getting it from the same place. They use the same tactics because they both went to the same school, West Point. Now, cavalry, Union cavalry, horses were supplied by the government. Confederate cavalry, horses were supplied by the man. So when his horse went down, he had to either steal a horse, capture a horse, or go home and get a horse. So sometimes those guys just disappeared, never came back. Now, artillerymen are dressed with red trim, cavalrymen are dressed with yellow trim, and infantrymen are dressed with blue trim. Standard infantryman has leather shoes. They're factory-made shoes. They even have a left and right on them, which is really something to have a left and right shoe. Before that, you just swap the shoes every day. But these got lefts and rights. You got 4 pair of shoes a year. Only trouble is, the shoes only lasted 2 months. So doing the math real quick, you end up barefoot. Well, you get your shoes sent to you from home. You can buy them from the settlers. You can steal them off the dead. Steal them off prisoners. Or just plain steal them. So every now and then you'll see the fellas barefoot. Especially with the Confederates. They had a real problem with shoes. Now your pants, wool pants. Blue pants for the Union. Gray or butternut for the Confederates. But you'll see the Confederates wearing blue pants. You say, well, where did they get them? Well, they took them off the dead cat, you imagine. Okay, shirts. Your shirts are generally white or had some kind of slight pattern to them. They were handmade. They were out of cotton. Let's use uniform over here. The vest is full. The advantage to have the vest is you got a whole bunch of pockets to hide things. Now with your pants, you only had 2 pockets. You had 2 deep pockets in the front, and that's it. And then your coat, this is a sack coat. The average civilian worker would wear a coat like this, but any color he wanted to. 4-button coat is a workman's jacket. The Army adapted it. It has 1 pocket right here. That's it. Well, they didn't have that much. The average soldier got paid $13 a month. Now, your hat, they had a kepi or a forage cap for the Union Army. The Confederates, the Confederates come out, you can identify them because they just have all kinds of weird looking hats. It's just like they went wild. The Confederate infantry wear a waist belt, or both infantries wear a waist belt. On that waist belt, they have a cap pouch, a bayonet, then they'll carry a canteen and a haversack. Inside the haversack, you carry a plate, all your food, sometimes up to 4 days rations in there, any straight, ammunition you have, and any letters you have. It's all stuffed in there. It's made out of tarred canvas, so hopefully it will not get wet. But the tar sometimes lets go and it gets all mucked up inside. Okay, now your cartridge box, you carry 40 rounds in there. 40 rounds, basic issue of ammunition. The rounds are made in factories by women. Women get paid 70 cents a day for a 10-hour day, 6 days a week. Right fine pay for a woman, I'd say. Now, the average guy, if he's working, he'll get $1 a day. That's good pay for him. If he's a boss man or a talent, he gets $2 a day. If he has a real talent, like a mechanic or a plumber, or some kind of style like that, he gets $3 a day. Now your basic soldier, he gets $13 a day. If he's a corporal, they get $13 a day because Congress didn't see the difference. Sergeant gets $15 a day. The first sergeant, not a day, a month. Sorry, all those figures are a month.
Are you?
And he gets
Can I scoot in here, do you think, right here on the end?
$90 a month. Officers get $125 a month.
3D.
So you want to be an officer, there's a whole bunch of different. man got paid for it, or he got his food supply, his uniform supply, his ammunition supply. An officer had to buy it. Uniform, food, all his accoutrements. But he got $125. With the $125, he could hire a servant, cook. He also got sometimes paid for his horse. So it's very incidental to be an officer. You guys here in front have got to move him back. You got to be behind the stand. This guy running a horse on you.
Boys, move back.